to the sky and keep trying.
Fair warning. I was emotional all day today for whatever reason. I don't know why. Can't figure it out. And I'm emotional, so if I declare my love for you or something. Well, there's that. Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna need you to get tested.
I think that was a little extra. I think that was a little extra towards you.
It wasn't.
Right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because I offered to take you to the doctor the other day, and you told me you didn't need to go.
Yeah, you got that old smoker cough going.
I wasn't coughing back then, and I do smoke.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
But
kudos to your oral fixation.
I don't have a smoker's
Not kudos
cough.
to mine.
I don't know about yours.
That's because you won't let me show you. But anyway.
Yeah, okay, stand still. I'll roll it to you. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, you can do that. It might I don't know, you might run out of slack in Ohio somewhere.
Thank you.
So, welcome to The Threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try to tackle about 3 topics every week. And the 3 of us are our point person, the optimistic realist. Her name is Star.
Hello.
And the linchpin. Can you say linchpin when you're talking about black people? The center. The center of our threesome, the voice of reason, and his name is Magic.
Ooh, yeah.
And then there's me. I bring up the rear, and I identify as the pragmatic contrarian. My name is Storm. So,
why you gotta bring up the rear?
Well, I mean, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to be the caboose. That'd be me.
Oh, shit.
It's the caboose.
I like the word caboose.
We all know Star is the caboose here.
Well, Star has the caboose. But, I've been the one called an ass. But go ahead.
Now I'm wrong with some junk in the trunk.
Not a thing. Listen. Thanksgiving just passed. And it is generally around this time that I start hearing, generally, little white boys, sometimes a little white girl, talking about how they got the itis.
Wait, what?
And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, you have no idea.
And what the itis is.
Exactly. Like, I need, if y'all gonna appropriate the culture, I'm gonna need y'all to at least understand where the terminology comes from.
Are we gonna blame that on Dave Chappelle?
No. No.
Because to me, as a child, it was always explained as nigga-itis, but I've never heard it referred to as itis until Chappelle's show.
I'd heard it referred to as the itis prior to Chappelle. So I'm not going to blame Dave. Now, it might be Dave's fault that everybody thinks that that's just what the phrase is. But yeah, whenever I hear a white kid talk about he got the itis, I always have to twist my face sideways. I don't think that's what you mean to say, bruh. Like, no.
Am I the only person that finds thrill in calling white people niggers?
I don't find a thrill in it, but I do think it's funny sometimes.
Their face is priceless. Like, wait, I'm not. It's fucking.
What's funny to me is that when someone calls them that, and that makes them happy. Like, and I'm like, what is wrong
It
with
makes
y'all?
them happy.
Now the
Yes,
Chappelle Show skit. Yes, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga.
exactly. Yeah, everybody wants to be one until the red and blue lights start flashing.
Yeah, I have to
Like,
do that
Till
alert
you
with
gotta
my
get
alert
car insurance.
skinnedness.
right? Where does cultural appreciation stop and cultural appropriation begin? I know there's a fine line somewhere, and I notice it is a lot of people stepping over that line, but I don't know how to tell them where the line is. But I will say that if you're white and you say you got the itis, you have stepped across that line somewhere, right?
I'm chalking that up to ignorance.
Well, I am too, but that's no excuse. Like, if you're
My
going to use the
grandfather used
term,
to have a phrase. He used to say, "How's there free school and stupid people?" Actually, he used to say dumb niggas, but whatever. And it amazes me to this point. People have Google. You have more information than you can process readily available, and
at the
they just
palm of
want
your
to look.
hand, but
They
you
don't want
just
to
won't
look.
look it up. Exactly. That,
But scarcity drives desire. So, with education being so readily available, people don't necessarily have a desire to, they don't clamor for it because it's like you're not telling them they can't have it. It's
you're
the
so nice.
scarcity.
You're so
I'm just,
Why
nice.
did you start
I'm
off
just
with the
saying.
sexy voice first and foremost? But okay, you do have a point.
No, I mean, you have a point, but you're very nice about it because I think that,
Ignorance is bliss.
well,
Motherfuckers want to be stupid.
there's also a glorification of stupid in this
Yes,
country. Like, people think it's cute to be dumb. No, that's not cute.
at all.
It's not cute.
And side note, fuck your badass kids and y'all acting like that shit is funny.
That too. Oh, isn't he cute? Ha ha ha. No, he's a brat.
So, Thanksgiving just passed, and I was sick for the holiday, and to the best of my knowledge, I don't have Rona, but I
Mm.
have Rona-esque symptoms. I think it's just a regular cold that I get every winter. I was thinking about how I was watching CNN the other day, and they were talking about how all the former presidents and the president elect is gonna get the shot, the vaccine shot on live
Mm-hmm.
TV,
Yeah,
or
to
whatever to
increase the
convince them.
confidence. Yes,
But see, that's bullshit because here's the
absolutely.
thing.
Hey,
Here's the thing. They could very well be giving them a placebo and we don't even know because how bad would it look for any pharmaceutical company
Right.
for one to kill an ex president or have them have an eyeball fall out or liver failure or some shit like that?
I mean, a
Like,
certain president or two.
I mean, I don't,
right.
I don't think your eyeballs fall out, but
I mean, I'm just saying,
that would
they
be
don't know the
funny.
side effects. They haven't been able to run this vaccine through proper trials to
I
even,
agree, and that is why
document what side effects would be, not even short term.
I
Okay.
agree, and that is why your
Um,
girl Storm will not be in the first batch. I'm gonna wait
yeah,
and
I'm
see
not.
what it does
Yep.
to y'all.
Nope. Mm-mm.
And this is how
I
all
know
the
you
zombie
are.
movies start.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. I will
Also,
wait.
being black in America, I'm just not volunteering for free health care. If I'm gonna get an STD, I'm doing it the old fashioned way.
I don't mind free healthcare, but if you sticking me with something that has been untested, yeah, I got a problem with that. Like,
And
I'm
then they're
not.
talking about it can make you some more susceptible to HIV. Here's the thing that I've been paying attention to that's really, it makes me angry. So
I
I don't
hadn't
know
heard
if,
that, but I'll have to read up on it.
yeah.
Keep forgetting the
Um
package is still out here and killing a whole lot more people than 2%.
Well, because everybody ain't got Magic Johnson money. But go ahead.
right. The disturbing trend that is going on that I've been seeing happen probably over like the past 2 weeks is that they have been giving out free flu shots with COVID testing. And then they're adding stuff to it. Like today, I saw something on Fox 2 that said COVID testing, free flu shots, and food giveaway.
Mm,
See, this is how they're
yeah,
pulling in my mind, I'm
not
not the
me.
biggest conspiracy theorist, but this is in my mind how they're pulling in the guinea pigs.
Side
I
eyeing
think
that shit like a motherfucker.
I'm not touching it for the first 2 years.
at
I'm
least
not touching that
Um,
shit, period. I don't even take
and
flu
I was
shots.
getting ready to say, I mean, either I've never had a flu shot, never
I
ever.
had a flu
I
shot.
had one when my daughter was first born because she was a preemie and I didn't want to risk it. But yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
I had flu shots because my job used to make me take them, which was stupid because I worked from home. So I'm like, the fact that you're sending me out to get a flu shot, I'm more likely to contract the flu because you sending me to go get a flu shot than I would be if y'all left me the hell alone at home. I digress.
I'm not messing with it. They can keep
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
these little
I mean,
symptoms I got now, I'm not going to get tested. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm wondering what makes a person a keeper.
I don't know. Is there a reflective surface that you have available at your home?
What the fuck you mean a reflective surface? I own mirrors.
Yeah, looking one.
I
yeah,
don't
you're
think I'm
slow
a keeper
tonight.
at this point.
Well,
I think what's funny
depends on who
is,
you ask.
I think most women in their 40s will say there ain't no good men out here, and
Excuse me?
I just happen to be one and out here. But
You
I don't
okay?
know that I'm where I need to be right now.
No, again, you're not
Well,
available.
first of all, you can't get mad at that because you're not in your 40s. He's
Exactly.
not talking about you.
That's why I was getting upset. Like, why you got to be in your 40s? Like, is that the
Do you
criteria
think
around
there's a
here?
multitude of good men out here?
Do
Not a
I?
multitude, any.
I
Well,
think the
sure.
majority of them are married.
Yes, I think if
Yeah.
you've gotten to a certain age and you're a good man, chances are someone has snatched you up. So yeah,
Yeah.
And I
most of
feel the same way about women, but now that I'm trying to ease back into the market, it's the women I run across. I'm like, I see why nobody has locked you down by this point. Because,
Wow.
okay, I'm gonna try not to take that personally. You see how he does me, Star,
okay,
and you
one,
wonder
it
why
had nothing to do with you. I don't look at you as a realistic prospect.
wow, wow, that's even worse. You see
Ooh.
how he does me, Star?
You're
Do
like
you
a thousand
see how
miles
he?
Wow.
away. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Wow, wow, man, we live in a
I'm gonna need you to get
global.
way better at geography.
We live in a global society, sir. How dare you?
Okay.
Did
Ain't
you
nobody here that can
not?
teleport.
Did
You
you
see,
not keep in mind that she started out the conversation with she's emotional? You gotta watch what you say. Watch what you say.
yeah, see, and he just over here just hurting my
That
little
is
old feelings left and
not a
right.
talent of mine.
Clearly, just hurting my little old feelings. My goodness,
Back to the point.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep
Storm,
tonight.
storm.
Oh.
You beautiful big titted vixen. What makes a person a keeper for you?
For me,
The evil laugh did not help.
well, because clearly
They don't exist.
they exist, but apparently they don't think that I'm a prospect. But clearly there aren't very many keepers in my realm because
Highly selective.
I'm highly selective. I am.
All right, what do you like?
I like intelligence. I
Rare.
like extremely. I like good grammar. I like people who know how to behave. I don't have to worry that you're going to act up if I take you somewhere. I mean,
That's
you know what I
subjective,
mean?
but okay.
I have high standards, apparently.
I don't think the things you have mentioned to this point are high standards, but
You would be surprised.
It's a select few that you got to work with.
Yeah, and you would be surprised. I was gonna say you can be a hoe, but you can't be a slut. I would think it would be easy to find, but surprisingly not.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Also, oh, and here's a big one.
You said big one.
Yeah. Everything can't be an affront to you. How
I'm gonna
about,
need you to clarify that one.
like, I'll say something, and they say, well, why are you talking like that? You trying to make me feel stupid? What? No. I put words together. It's called a sentence. Like, why are
You
you...
do realize you're on a level of nerd that most people are not.
That's fine, but why does that have to be an affront to you? Like, why does that have to be an insult to your intelligence? I don't understand that. I may know words that you don't know, so what? But if you're going to be intimidated by that, I can't do nothing with you. Because I'm not going to stop using words. So, there's that.
Stara,
Yes. Yes.
what makes someone a keeper for you? Or what qualities do you like in a man?
Qualities.
Well, we
They
know he
have to
can't
have
like
them.
R. Kelly.
Right.
And he can't have shaved pubes, even though she asked.
I didn't say he couldn't have shaved pubes. But anyway, so he has to have a sense of humor. He has to.
Yes.
Or
Um, and he has to be a good communicator. Intelligence is important. I mean, you don't have to be Neil deGrasse Tyson, but
Mm.
you can't be Beavis and Butthead either. Like, I can't with it. I
Right.
can't. I cannot. I heard that laugh earlier. That's what made me think of. I heard you do that
Kiki
earlier.
for my
I caught that.
mama.
Those two things are definitely like at the top of my list. Good manners, good hygiene.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
if all those things fall in line and you don't have any communicable diseases, you don't have like a felony criminal record.
Hey, hey, hey,
More
hey,
spe-
hey. Some of
more
us are working on
specifically,
ourselves.
look. More specifically, for murdering your ex.
Oh,
That's
yeah, because
big.
I was gonna say it depends on who you killed. Because I might be able to work with that. But
um, here's the thing, stuff happens. So,
yes,
a felony doesn't necessarily exclude you in my mind. But
right,
what you did
and
is
why you did it.
definitely, and
Yes,
why you did it. The why that you did it is not necessarily going to stick out to me as much because people lie, you
well,
know.
that's true.
At, if you've been a felon and you've been out for a while and you've dated and tried to
That
go get jobs and things like that, and you've done something so dastardly that people will exclude you because of what it is that you've done, people will learn to, let's just say, craft their story to
right.
where it's not as bad as it really is. So why you did it, yeah, what
Well,
you did,
I'm not the type that's gonna take your word for it because, of course,
yeah.
they've,
So it's like
you know,
why. That's the only
well,
place you're gonna get the why from
oh,
is to
that's not
take their
true.
word from it.
Oh, that's not true because
Criminal records are
yeah,
public
criminal
information.
public record. So
Well, no. But still, the
I mean, the
why. The
details
why is
won't be, but
personal.
no, it's
The
not.
why,
No, it's not because at some point you would have given a statement to somebody.
but still, that is your personal statement. You understand
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
but I'm saying
again,
if
people lie
if 20 years ago you said I shot that bitch in the face because she cut her eyes at me,
because
and
she put
now
her feet next to my cereal.
right,
You know,
right, and now you're saying, oh well, I was out of my mind that day, blah 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 blah.
it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
yeah. I figure once you're giving your statement to the police after you've done something like that, you're more liable to come up with your best. You're the story that doesn't make you look so bad right then and there.
You would think that,
So
wouldn't you? But I watch enough true crime TV to know that that is not the case.
Well, that's
mm,
pretty early in the process.
Yeah.
Once you've sat in a cell for a while and had time to formulate the story, it changes.
Yeah, always.
yeah.
But
Um.
yeah. But
So
anyway,
yeah.
so we
So
can
the why?
agree that a felony does not necessarily preclude you from
No,
being a
no, it
keeper.
no, it doesn't do that.
No,
Of course, the particular type of crime is important.
it is. I mean,
Accused does not count. I've been accused of a whole bunch of shit that
yeah,
with some
but
corny
but
ass
what I'm
case.
saying is that there are people who are actual felons who have done their time and have been released who may or may not be the terrible person that you would expect a felon to be, is what I'm saying.
What you mean prison is not rehabilitation? Who knew?
When you think about it, there's some felony drug crimes.
Yeah, and
You
I
got
grew up
found
with
you
plenty of those.
you got found with a certain amount of drugs with you, and because it was rockin' not powder, now you're a felon. I have a
Yeah,
hard time saying that that makes you a horrible person for the duration of your
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I just do. But
That's my whole point. So it depends on the crime you did the time for. If all of that falls in line and we get together, usually I'll know if that person is a keeper. I have a litmus test,
uh
and
oh,
that is
Do tell.
we go and spend maybe 2 to 3 days together, like a weekend somewhere. And if because I know who I am,
can stand
can
you.
can't stand you for that amount of time without becoming severely annoyed. I mean,
Oh,
here's the
I,
thing: two
I,
individuals.
I thought you were gonna say a felon myself.
Well, I mean, yeah, but because again, I know me, but if we can at least spend 2 to 3 days together and you're digestible to me, I can pretty much say, okay, let's see where this goes. But unfortunately, well, hell, all of them at this point, the majority of people who even make it to that point usually get excluded after that 3 day weekend, 2 to 3 day
Mm,
weekend.
Harsh.
Because
why
I'm
is that
like, if
harsh?
well, no, it's
Because if
not
I paid
hard.
for a 2 3 day weekend, I'm gonna leave some booty, and then all right, if I
Well, I
get
mean, that don't mean that's
snipped
not
back
gonna
around
happen. I'm not gonna make
Yeah,
myself
right.
physically suffer just because you done got on my nerves. Like,
Thank you. I
we're
never
gonna go ahead
understood
and
that.
make
such a
that
sweetheart.
happen.
I have never understood that. But just
We
side
we
note,
can make
like,
that happen, but
yeah,
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 like I'm
no,
probably going to spend a lot of time sitting on the balcony or going out shopping or sightseeing or something, like
right.
if you
And
just
then,
get on
Couple
my nerves
past
like that,
something.
and then when I need a little something,
or
something,
drunk,
then
right?
hook me up and then stop talking to me.
I think a vacation, rather it be 3, 5, 7 days or whatever, for somebody that you plan on spending, a significant amount of time with, is a great litmus test. So much comes out when,
You better than me. 5 or 7. We gotta have been together for a while.
but I
3, we
mean,
might can do.
but
If
that
you
is after being for a while. I mean, some people meet and they know that they want to be with that person in the rest of their lives within the first couple
Suckers
of
Yeah,
weeks.
that's
That
called luck.
very Yeah, that's called luck. But for the
Yeah.
most part,
or
if we're
delusion.
going, yeah, yeah,
Well,
if we're going on a 3 day or more vacation or something, we've been kicking it for a while. You know what I mean? And so I'm
yeah.
at the point like, do I want to continue this? Well, let's see.
I don't
Like
need three
your boy,
days.
he and I, we can't be around each other for more than 5 or 6 hours. After that, I'm so ready to not be in his presence.
And
So
that's what I was
yeah,
gonna say. Like, I don't need 3 days. I need one football Sunday.
Well,
That is all I
no.
need. One football Sunday.
Right.
If we can get along during one football Sunday, then you have a pretty good chance that we'll get along.
When I knew that Beaumont and I weren't going to make it as after we took a trip to Virginia, I was done. I mean, we didn't break up right then, but my mind was already on, yeah, this is not going to work and we're just kind of
Oh
going through the
yeah,
motions.
a road trip. That's a good litmus test.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm stuck in a car with you for a few hours.
If they in here singing to every fucking song that comes on, it's over after this trip.
Oh well, we
You
can't
say
be
if
together
they
then.
singing?
Yeah, I'm like we can't be together then because it's my playlist. I'm singing.
Yeah.
Oh no, they can sing with me. That's not fair.
I mean,
How is it that
if
you're the only one that can get the enjoyment?
I mean
We
if
can
it's
I don't be
sing.
singing in the car. I enjoy the fucking music, but
well, you never sing, so
let the
that doesn't.
motherfucker who sing the song sing it.
Mm, nah, nah. I have a road trip playlist for a reason. Because first of all, if I'm driving, I have to be able to stay awake. And if you're not going to talk to me, and you're not,
Get roadhead like an adult.
yeah, that only works for men.
Oh, I take that as a challenge.
Oh, okay. I will not
Mhm.
dissuade you from that. But I'll know within a few minutes that it's not going to work. Like, I can weed out a good 90-95%
Yeah, certain people,
within like 5 minutes. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, no, no.
certain people, it doesn't take long at all. Like I remember, I met this guy, and it was hilarious. Literally, it took probably under 3 minutes for me to be like, yeah, nope.
Hmm. Yep.
I get on the phone with him, and he was like, what the fuck is up with you? Every 4 words was a curse word. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Oh, well,
every 4 words was a curse word. Like, really? Are you serious? I don't have the cleanest tongue. Well, I don't have the
Giggity.
cleanest. Well, that's not even right either. So anyway, I use my fair share of, let's just say, expressive words. But
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, every fourth word you can't have a conversation without.
It depends on
Yeah,
what we're
I'm good.
talking about. Because,
Nah,
some things
nah.
require.
But not, hey, fucking, what the fuck is up with you? Where the fuck you want to go out and hang and
Oh,
and that damn place is blah blah blah. It's just like, uh,
yeah. And see, my thing is, if you use the word mines and you're not talking about a place where you get silver or diamonds or iron, then I got nothing for you. We can't be together.
mine, mine, live mine,
Grammar
mine,
Nazi.
mine,
No, it's not even that.
mine,
Because,
mine.
I mean, there's a lot of grammar that I let go. There's a lot.
Appreciate you.
I mean, there is. There's a lot that I let go that it doesn't bother me so bad. But mine's is like nails down a chalkboard. I'm like, where
There's gold in them there hills.
exactly? Unless you're talking about that, mm-mm. I hate that. What's wrong, girl? My internet is acting up. Mine's too. Click. Magic. Keeper for you. Oh, hold on. Let me get a pen so I can take notes.
Ah,
Lord have mercy. Sapiosexual, obviously, but
Thank you.
common sense is so fucking rare. That's just a blessing to see right now.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep the part from the beginning in this, but I'm really weary of chicks with dogs right now.
How dare you?
what?
How dare
Is what
you?
it is.
I'm going to cry myself to sleep.
Lord have mercy. Rub one out, you'll sleep better. I like cool. I like artsy, poets and pervs.
Yeah.
It's about that simple. This, like y'all were saying, how you have to be with a person a certain amount of time to read them. I feel like anybody I listen to talk for a half an hour, I can tell your whole life story after that. So If you make it through that half hour of me just listening to you yap about nothing, then I'm very sure of how attracted I am to you.
Oh, well,
Okay, so
I,
I'm gonna push pause on you for a second.
okay.
What's my life story?
I was gonna say I don't yap, so
Oh,
I
you
yap.
yap.
I yap.
yeah. You gonna tell us about our life stories?
Yeah, what's
Since
my life
you,
story,
since you
Magic?
know so much.
Okay. Starting with Star. What I know based on you, clearly you're a sweetheart.
Aw.
You're, in my opinion,
Uh-oh. Are we
That
gonna
you don't have to.
unreasonably. No, keep
You
it
don't
real.
have to
Opinions
mince
and facts
words.
are
I'm
two
not
different things.
sensitive. I'm
No,
not
opinions
sensitive.
and facts are two different things, so I differentiate.
okay.
In my opinion, you're extremely picky about the type of person you'll stay with,
Okay.
which is not a bad
I was
thing.
gonna say there's nothing wrong with that.
In my opinion, some of the shit is unrealistic. Like, you really very turned off by very simple things, but as you said, you're visual.
Simple things like
You
what?
told
Like
like you
white
told the
shoes.
motherfucker to shave, and he did. Yeah, that too.
Oh.
And losing basketball games, and I mean, it's extremely picky. So I can understand why. Okay, you're at the point you are in life, but you are very much a sweetheart and very cool, very tomboyish, just off of a chill person, highly attractive in that sense.
And she got
Do
a
I have to
big old
elaborate,
butt.
or can I quit there?
Oh.
I mean, that's always a thing for most men.
okay. And my
All
life
right, we can go
story?
to bed now. You like to argue too fucking much, and that's what's keeping you single.
First
Very
of all,
simple.
what do you mean too much?
I actually know you better than I know her. You're an attractive woman as far as cool and as far as looks go. You're going to have a hard time finding your match as far as intellect. There's just not that many people out there that's going to fit that description. But
Okay.
you like to argue without
Debate.
purpose. It ain't a fucking debate. You like to fucking argue. And there's dudes that are like that. I ain't one of them personally, but get one.
I said debate.
And you're far too easily bored. Long-term relationship shit gets boring.
well, yes, but I know how to amuse myself.
Yes, and amusing yourself and expecting another person to are two different things.
I never said I expected someone else to amuse me.
But you quite often said you're easily bored
I
and
am
distracted
I am
and
easily bored.
dismissive of a person.
No, I am. You know what?
Okay.
That is
So
true.
how long can they stay around knowing that's the case?
Uh, I've had people in my life, honestly, like people bore me. I mean, just as a matter of
I
course.
understand it.
But that doesn't mean I throw them away.
I'm only going by the stories you tell on this
Well,
podcast.
because first of all we were talking about sexually, and that's a whole nother issue.
I mean, if you're going to be with somebody, that's a part of the deal.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you.
Okay, so to keep things fair, other than the fact I need a psychiatrist, y'all can feel free to read me. That was such a gay term, but anyway.
I
I'll read
refuse.
you.
Yeah, I refuse because you're mean.
Okay, but prove anything I said wasn't facts.
You are highly intelligent, but a smartass.
Yes.
Okay.
Which,
You've
by the way,
got
is not a bad thing.
no, because I'm a smartass too.
Yes.
So I'm
That's
not.
why we're
I'm not.
here.
I'm not labeling you in a negative
No,
way
that's
because
not a bad thing. I'm not taking that as an insult.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, I
And
like
so
that you're very direct.
I was going there. You know,
Yes.
you're very blunt, which puts you in a place where you have a hard time sometimes finding women that you can, or even people in general that you can relate to because they don't necessarily know how to take your dry wit and your sense of humor sometimes. People like you, but sometimes they don't know how to take you. And sometimes they take your honesty for being mean when it's just you're being honest, and
Well,
those are two different things.
they're also not mutually exclusive, but
Insensitive. They take you for being, you probably been accused of being insensitive.
yes,
Oh yeah.
but there are a lot of people in this world, women in particular, I will admit that, who don't necessarily like the truth. I don't know how else to say
Word.
that. They will ask you a question and then get mad at you because you tell them the truth.
Yeah, I've gotten in trouble for
I've
that
seen
before.
you having that problem. Um,
Yeah.
Often.
but just so you know, there's some of us that don't mind a little bit of that. If I
Oh,
ask
you
you,
take it like a big girl.
no, I'm saying if I ask you a question, it's because I want to know the answer. I mean,
Appreciate you.
but that's just me. But I do know for a fact that there are a lot of women who will ask you a question and then get mad if you give them the
Yeah, they
correct
want the
answer.
answer they want to hear.
Exactly. And they will get mad. Now, to be fair, there are some men that are like that as well. But
Fucking light skinned dudes.
okay. I can't with you today. But
I'm trans dark skinned. Just work with me.
okay. You identify as dark skinned?
Yes.
Okay. So I think that directness, whereas it's appealing to me, I can see where it would get you into trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and as far as the intelligence goes, I find you highly intelligent. You do have a weird, quirky sense of humor. You do have a quirky
I'm
sense of
aware
humor.
of that.
Star, when you used to be like, hold up, what? And I'm like, I don't even know why you, because he says stuff and it doesn't even register to me because like I don't take half of what he says seriously.
Shit be deeper than Atlantis, son. You gotta process things.
I process it. It's just that when you're being funny, to me, you're just being funny. There's really no need to go into a whole long thing about it.
I take you as the type of person, like, there's a saying that says that, a lot of times the truth is in jokes. I take you as
Yes.
that person for real. Some people will just joke to be joking, but with you,
No,
I
I'm dead
believe that
ass
there's a
honest, and people are
lot of
taking it
truth.
like jokes.
Yeah. People will laugh stuff off and be like, "You just don't understand. I'm really for real," even though it's masked in humor. There's a
Well,
lot of
I'm
truth
yes,
really
right
an
there.
old cranky guy, 20 years beyond my actual age.
yes, but I mean, there's certain things that he says that I'm like, yeah, I don't really mean. That's just a joke. There's certain things like he'll say
Like you're
something.
too far away for me to take serious?
No, because I think you really mean that, and that's why I'm offended by it.
Yeah, I feel like this was very therapeutic.
Huh.
Yes, we all learned something about each other. Or
Well,
ourselves, which is more important.
Dudes are funny. Just funny.
here's the last thing that I'll say. You do come across as the type of person that has a great heart. You don't love easily, but when you do love, you love deeply. However,
And
the
hard.
person that you and hard, well, deeply hard
Yeah.
pain. But the thing about it is that the person who is the recipient of that may not necessarily feel the depth, because you kind of come across as the person that doesn't typically show just how much you care or love someone in the typical way that women are used to seeing that. You seem like more of a, I show you how much I care about you because
I take
I
care of you.
take care of you.
Yeah.
I take care of you, and
Right.
I take care of the needs of the household and
Right.
take care of family and things like that. So you might not necessarily always be that dude
That's
to sit there
demonstrative.
and right,
Yeah, not
but
romantic in the least.
I don't know if that's a good way to put it. I mean, not classically romantic, I
Motherfucker,
guess.
I'm living it.
Because I'm sorry, if you pay my bill, I think that's romantic as hell. But that's how I process romance.
But some people need that romance in order to feel loved, and you don't appear to be
Yeah.
the
Love
best person
languages
for
are
that.
very real, and I'm very aware that I am not the least bit romantic, but I'm practical than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes. And see,
Like if I'm investing all this time and energy in making sure that we're good, the house is good, the bills are paid, and this, that, and the other, this is how I demonstrate how I feel about you. And
yes,
a person who needs
yes,
romance is
yes,
not going to get that.
absolutely. Like I told you before, when you said you were washing dishes, that's my love language right there. Like you had me at washing dishes. I don't need you to be hugging on me and telling me how much you love me. But if you go in there and knock out them dishes, honey.
I don't know. I'm a hugger and a kisser, but
No, but you know what I'm
this
saying.
is common fucking sense. Like, how are you an adult and don't cook and clean? Like, what the fuck? How do you feed yourself?
You'd be surprised.
Nah, I wouldn't have seen a bunch of people who, if they didn't have a woman in their life, they couldn't function. But
Yeah.
Gina ain't raised none of them. For the record, you are both very highly accurate.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're accurate as well. I
Mostly.
am
I try.
tomboyish. I well, no, for the most part, like I'm tomboyish. It's like the thing about me is, and it seems to surprise people when I say,
For the record, the whole tomboy thing is sexy as fuck.
"Oh,
Pause.
Yeah. Thank you.
uh, right, thank you."
Gracias. De nada.
It's so funny how when people will go to try to like read me or whatever, and I'll say something like, I don't necessarily have to have Neil deGrasse Tyson, but whatever, whatever. That's not usually the first thing that somebody would think about when they think of me. They don't think of necessarily smart or nerdy or whatever. And I just always find that really, really hilarious
Man,
because
brothers is distracted by fat asses.
I find that hilarious. Because I'm like, well, what is it? Because I don't use big words, even though I don't use big words the majority of the time, but I never have. And it's for no other reason than I worked in radio and media and things like that for so long that you are literally discouraged from having a higher level of
Vocabulary?
IQ. Yeah. I mean, not
Yeah.
IQ, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
vocabulary.
Well,
Because
no, you're supposed to appeal to the lowest common denominator because there's
exactly.
more
And
of it.
usually the lowest common denominator, the last time I checked in media, they do things to reflect the education of a 10th grader. So for many years, it was like, you can't use that word. Did you know most people aren't going to know what you mean if you send out the notice or whatever and it says this, that, and the other. And it's just like, what? And I'm like, okay,
Damn shame.
yeah.
Okay, folks, it's 12:30 at night, and I gotta be at work in the morning.
Ah, a gainfully employed man. See, I got
Hey,
hearts.
brother got
I
bills.
got hearts in my eyes already.
Oh, Lord, I don't mess with broke chicks.
Okay, I'm not broke. Okay, I have real estate holdings. I'm not broke. Okay, how
I
about
need
that?
liquid.
I own real estate.
I need liquid.
I own real estate in 2 states. Okay, I'm not broke.
That's good hustling.
But
If it comes time to buy dinner, I'm gonna be the only one with money in my pocket.
like I said, I'm gonna
Anyhow,
holler at you when I'm gainfully employed again.
weirdo.
I mean, hey, whatever's gonna get the job done, right? You're adorable.
Okay. Sorry we took a week off, folks. If you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe. If you don't, tell everybody you know. We'll be back next week. It's the threesome. Peace out.
Bye.
Darkness, everybody.
Yes, I like darkness. Just
Fuck you. Anyway.
Damn.
wow. I'm sorry. Don't you
That
identify
was
as dark?
drastic.
I also identify as a lesbian white woman. I go in circles.
Okay. Well, I got nothing for that.
Good night, y'all. I'm gonna eat a bowl of
Adios.
cereal, rub one out, and go to sleep.
Mm-mm. Such a
Thanks for
tease.
that visual. Good
Such
night.
a tease. All right.
I'm not gonna record
Well, I mean,
it.
you have my number. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.